Hey guys, so I'm making this recording on Friday, the day after the bloodbath throughout the markets. Please excuse the noise in the background. Now we're going to check out Bitcoin here to see what it's about to do next. Wow, look at this, guys. Bitcoin is trying its very best. My goshness. Bitcoin is trying its very, very best to try to take out a very powerful level of support, which is now flipped as and turned as resistance. And that is where we're, guys. If you guys have been watching my channel for quite a number of months now, I'm pretty sure that you've heard me spoke about this level right here. I knew that it was coming down here. I expected this. And that is where the 69K area, guys. And why is that? Why was I expecting Bitcoin to come back down to this level? On the weekly, you can see that its recent high, you can see it better on the higher time frame. Its recent market cycle high was exactly right there. Look at it. I don't even have to put the cursor there. It's exactly there. Can you guys see that? Look at this. Look where the price of Bitcoin is now resting, right where the arrow is. Do you see that, guys? Right at support. That is just amazing. And so you guys can see for yourself, it's fighting for dear life. What was once support, because why? It used it as support right here. All of this right here. It built it as support before it went on to pump. And so this area that in the past it has served as resistance right here at 69K in its recent market cycle top. Then over here, it used it as support before it went on to have that bull run that we just recently had. So right now, it is acting as resistance. This area right here, at the 69-70K area, it's acting as resistance. And so if we want to see Bitcoin to recover from this recent capitulation, we would have to see it pump all the way up above this purple line right here. All the way up above this line. And then have the candle, at least a weekly candle, closing above this purple line. So that would be, let's call it around 78 to 80 grand. We would need a candle like a weekly candle to close somewhere up above here first to get any sign of hope for Bitcoin to continue making all-time highs in the future. But I'd say that we've definitely gotten that pullback that I've been looking for and I've been calling for almost a year now. Early last year, 2025, I've been telling you guys that Bitcoin needs that slingshot effect. We need a decent pullback. And let's see how far it went ahead and pulled back just recently. So there you have it, guys. Bitcoin pulled, we had a 52% crash, basically. Around 50, let's call it a 50% crash so far is what we had. And according to the dream that Yah had shown me, there were two big flash crashes, right? Now, would I call a 50% crash in Bitcoin a big crash? I mean, not necessarily. I would more than likely call a 70 to 80% crash a big crash. And an 80% crash would bring it all the way down to $24,000. That is what I classify as a big crash. And so in that revelation that Yah showed me, there were two big crashes and they happened one on top of the other. And I still believe that we're in the midst of one of those crashes. And this is just my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal opinion, guys. I honestly don't believe that we're out of the woods as yet. Look at that, man. Look how beautifully it sits on this previous level of resistance, which is now acting as resistance, but it uses as support here before the bull run. Now, will it go on to close above this purple line? Like I've said before, guys, no one can tell you exactly what Bitcoin is going to do. You see, it's all a game of probabilities. But, I try to use wisdom plus revelations given to me by the Lord and a little bit of technical analysis, which can prove to be very, very effective and very powerful, guys. So I combine all of these. I combine wisdom, the revelations given to me by God, and technical analysis to try to decipher, to figure out, what's next. And judging by the geopolitical atmosphere currently, I'm more leaning towards Bitcoin failing. Unfortunately, guys, for you guys that, the perma bulls, the ones that are bullish on Bitcoin, I'm so sorry, guys. Unfortunately for you guys, I'm leaning more towards Bitcoin not finishing its dumpage, regardless of the fact that, look at this. This is Bitcoin on the monthly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red monthly candles, guys. 5 red monthly candles for Bitcoin. I don't even believe that we've ever seen. I believe I think that's unprecedented in the chart history of Bitcoin. If you go right throughout here, I don't believe you can find anywhere here Bitcoin having 5 consecutive red monthly candles. That's unprecedented in the charts, guys. Usually when we see something like that, it increases the probability of the next monthly candle being a green one. You see, it does actually. But even regardless of that, it should increase the probability of the next monthly candle being a green one. But I'd have to say, regardless still, guys, regardless of the fact that we have 5 consecutive red monthly candles, I still do believe that this crash is not yet over. That's what I believe. And we have to see what occurs in the next couple of weeks. We want to see where this monthly candle closes, if it's going to close below this purple line, or is it going to smash this very powerful level of resistance that it's currently fighting? Is it? If it smashes this level of resistance and gets up above here, above this purple line, I'd say we have a little bit of hope. But if not, let me show you what's coming next. Let me tell you what Bitcoin is getting ready to do. All right, so it's going to be 2 scenarios, guys. It's either one of 2 scenarios that's going to play out. I've mentioned to you guys the 69 area. It has already came there. Now, I've also mentioned this area to you guys, the 49K, 50K area. I've spoken about this area as well. Now, this would be a better area to get a bounce. You see, this would be a better area for it to have that slingshot effect, which would take it above its recent all-time high up into the 133, 150, 200K. So there's a chance that we may get a bounce at 49. A chance, a very slim chance. I'm not even going to put it at a big chance. A very slim chance that we get a bounce right here around 49. Now, this is important. If we fail to hold 49, guys, I'm telling you the truth right now, it's going to come down to 20K. Right around 20K. And also, if we fail to have a bounce at 20K, if we fail to have that big bounce, because a bounce is coming either way you take it, guys. Whether it bounces from 49K or 20K or even 0, it's still going to be a bounce. Bitcoin is not just going to crash and stay down there. As I mentioned to you guys before, Bitcoin will first go to 0 before it heads into the millions. So we know that a bounce is coming. But As regards how it will play out, no one knows 100% how it will play out. It's either one of two scenarios. Either we're going to have a bounce from 49K, let me put it simple, from 49K or 20K. That's one scenario. We have a bounce from 49K or 20K. The next scenario is very simple. Bitcoin is going to crash in stages all the way down to zero. And this I can tell you because I've seen a scenario like that before. I've literally seen a vision where Bitcoin crashed from 50,000 down to 40,000, down to 20,000, paused. Each time it went to those levels, it paused, down to 10,000, and then all the way down to zero. I've literally seen that happen as well in a vision. So yeah, it will either be one of two scenarios. But for you, my brothers and sisters, you don't have to worry. You see, with whichever scenario, you'll be fine. You see, it will work out for your good because we know that the flash crash is coming. And what I'm expecting, what I'm looking at, what I'm feeling when I'm looking at this move of Bitcoin, I literally with everything, because like I said, I don't just use one thing. I'm using multiple things to try to decipher it. I honestly believe what we're witnessing is the Red Sea parting for us, guys. Even these red candles, more red monthly candles are coming, guys. And I'm just going to put this out there. This is what I believe. I believe that the biggest red candle that we've yet to see might be forming and will come in the month of March. And that monthly candle will be an unprecedented candle, the likes of which no one has ever seen formed on Bitcoin. The size I'm talking about, a massive red candle, unprecedented, guys. And that would be literally like the parting of the Red Sea, because that would just come all the way down, guys. And where we will be is in between right here. This right here, to the left, all of this going to the left is like one side or one wall of water. The left side, this is where the wicked owned Bitcoin. Majority of it, they owned it. And this next side, which is going to be forming, this next side of the wall of water, the righteous is going to own it. We're going to come in between, which is zero, right in between here, and we're going to pick it up. So this is what I'm looking at. It's literally as if the Red Sea is parting. And we're going to come in the middle when they're down to zero, pick them up, and then the next side of the wave is going to be forming on the right, just like this, because the pump is going to be very fast, you see, and it's going to look like literally like two waves, and you have a middle, like a V, basically. Then that's what it's going to look like. And to me, it literally appears as if, a parting in water. So that's what I'm seeing that's coming. I believe that March we're going to have some type of black swan, another black swan, even on top of this Epstein black swan, guys, which is going to work in our favor. And it's going to further push Bitcoin all the way down to zero. Now, as I mentioned before, if ever you just see Bitcoin come down to 15K and breaks this right here. So let's say over here, it breaks this all-time low down here at 15K. This is what I'm thinking. Most definitely, the flash crash is coming. You see, the flash crash will most definitely be in play, because I've seen it that way. You see, I've seen it crash, flash crash, like Bitcoin crash down to the 10,000 area, specifically 8 grand. And then it proceeded to flash crash to zero from eight grand very, very quickly. And I'm expecting some type of blackout, whether it's going to be the internet itself being blacked out or a literal electricity blackout. I don't know how widespread it will be, but I'm expecting a blackout having something to do with the actual flash crash for Bitcoin down to zero, whenever that time comes. So this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm expecting. Bitcoin is currently fighting very, very powerful and heavy resistance. It was once support, which is now flipped and turned as resistance. And whenever it fails, I believe that it's going to fail. It's going to come down here at 49. It has some support at 49 as well. I want you guys to notice how powerful these levels of support and resistance are. So after it had built this level of support right here at let's call it from around 59k to 70, 59k to 70, from right here to up here. After it built all of this, it took months to build it. Then it went on to pump, you see, and have that bull run. And then the other one is at 49. It's right here. Yeah. The other one is right here. It has very strong support here as well. At 49, 48, 49, 48. You can tell by all of these candles where you see the line rests right on top of them. Right at 49, 48, it has strong support here. And if ever it were to break it, which I believe that it will, it's coming down to 20 grand, guys. All the way down to 20 grand. If we don't have a bounce at 20 grand, the flash crash to zero will be in play. So that is what I'm thinking, guys. You guys asked, what I'm thinking. What next for Bitcoin? This is what I'm thinking. The markets are about to be shaken. Yes, and out of this great shaken will come the wealth transfer, guys. Oh, yes. The prophesied wealth transfer will most definitely be taking place at this time when Bitcoin is crashing from, if it loses 49 and is heading towards 20, I honestly believe that we're going to see some movements, especially for Lunk, in this area right here, going down here. But not necessarily only for Lunk, potentially for others as well, because we know that meme coin season is coming right around the corner. It is so close, guys. And these meme coins are going to take off. Oh my goodness, you've never seen anything like that. It's going to be new to many of you guys. You've never seen nothing like that, guys. And people's lives are going to be changed. I tell you, I'm very, very excited for you guys. Very, very excited. Because we know that, Shiba Inu's day is coming. And a lot of these other prophetic coins that we've been waiting for to take off for so many years. So there you have it, guys. I don't want to make this video any longer. You guys, please take very good care of yourselves. Peace. Shalom. Until next time.